welcome back. So in this video we are going to be looking at how to get user input from user inputs while you're writing a program. Now what do you actually mean by user input? Let's say you're writing a program and you want to ask the user, let's assume you want to get the password of the user, or you want to write a program that is going to add two numbers and then you want to get these numbers from the user and not to type them in, not to hard code them yourself. Those are what you call user inputs. Okay, so we want to see how we can get those user inputs. Move over to our IDE and see how this can be done. Now first, I won't just run into I won't just go into getting user input. First we are going to write a program, then we'll modify that program with input from the user. Okay, so we already know about all these processes. I'll just run through them. So we want to write a program that is meant to add two numbers. So the first we have program, let's call it my sum. Okay, let's call it my sum. Then I have end program, my sum. Remember this have to be there. So now I want to add two numbers. So let's say the first number is a and I make a to be 10. The second number is b, I make b to be 20. And now I want to get the sum. I can say sum equal to a plus b, and I'll print out the results. I'll say print, leave a space, asterisk, then what I want to print is sum. So let's save this and run that to see. So if I save it, I'm going to save it as sum1. Okay, I'll save this one as sum1. So let's run this and see. So I'll move down to build as usual with build, no error. Then we'll go ahead and start one. So it's going to give me the sum, hopefully. So let's see what we have there. So it's giving us the sum as 30. Sum is 30 because we are looking at 10 plus 20. You know why it is giving us 30.0000 already, because the variable name we have starts with s, which is something not between I and n, so it's going to give us a decimal part. So this is the program we've written. But now if I want the user, another user comes and say, hey, I don't want to add 10 and 20, and the user say he wants to add 15 and 12.5. so what we have to do, we'll come here and say this should be 15 and this should be 12.5. okay, we go ahead to build this and then we'll run the program and let's see what we have there. So this time around is giving us 27.5, which is correct because our program is correct. Our program is correct, that's why it's correct. So that's what we have there. But what if we want to get this user? We don't have to be accessing this code every time to modify it whenever a new user comes and say, okay, they want to add numbers. So there should be a way such that once a user wants to add two numbers, like the way your calculators are and all of that softwares, I can easily type in my numbers and then ask for the result, and the result should come out. So for you to do that, you need to get the input from the user. So we are going to modify this. Okay, so I'll modify it and save it as a new program. So I'll call this sum2. That's what I'll call this. So how do I modify this? I need to get input from the user. So I'll use the read statement. So I'll say read asterisk comma asterisk. So I want to read in a, possibly. Then also I'll say read asterisk comma asterisk comma asterisk. Then I'll have b. Now whenever you have asterisk comma asterisk, let me just put a comment there. It means this is format free inputs. Format free inputs. The same thing here, this is format free. Even when you're using a print with an asterisk, it is also format free output. Format free is simply telling the computer to use default way of formatting output to return your results. Okay, that means you don't really care how the result is going to be. The program should just go ahead and give you however its default method of giving outputs. That's just what it means. So this is going to be format free output also. Okay, so if we run this now, we're going to see something different, a little bit different. So start one. So you notice this cursor blinking. This cursor blinking right now is telling me that it's expecting a value from me. Okay, that's what read A is. So it's expecting a value from me. Let's say I input 12, I press enter, another cursor will be blinking, which means it's also expecting another value from me. So this time around I'll put in 90. Okay, so let's zoom that in and see, you see what I just did. So I've input 12 and 90 because of the cursor that was blinking. So now if I press enter, it's giving the result as 102. Okay, so let's run this again and see what I just did. So let's wait for the cursor to blink, and there we go. So we have a cursor blinking. I'll enter 30, enter 40, and then the result is 70. Okay, but now you can see that cursor is blinking. With the cursor blinking, we don't really know what we need from the user. You just see a cursor blinking. What are you expecting the user to give you? You have to be explicit. So in the next program, we are going to see how to format or to give the user a prompt so that the user is going to know what he or she is meant to input, what's required from he or she. That's what we are going to see in the next video and some other stuffs. So until then, go ahead, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.